Jai Nitya Lila Pravishtam Astokaradashi Shiman Srila Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai Nitya Lila Pravishtam Astokaradashi Shiman Srila Bhaktivedanta Bhamana Maharaj Goswami Ki Jai Nitya Lila Pravishtam Astokaradashi Shiman Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai Karam Gurudev Nitya Lila Pravishtam Astokaradashi Shiman Srila Bhakti Prasyan Keshav Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai Jagat Guru Nitya Lila Pravishtam Astokaradashi Shiman Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Prabhupada Ki Jai Jai Paramahamsa Mahabhagavat Srila Gaura Kishore Das Thakur Maharaj Ki Jai Jai Satam Goswami Srila Satchidananda Bhakti Thakur Ki Jai Krishna Sarvabhauma Jagannath Thakur Maharaj Ki Jai Jai Srila Baladev Vibhushan Gauri Vadantaracharya Ki Jai Jai Rasik Sirvani Srila Vishnu Chakravarti Thakur Ki Jai Jai Narottam Srinivas Shyamananda Prabhu Sraya Ki Jai Jai Srila Krishna's Kaviraj Goswami Ki Jai Jai Shri Rup Sanatan Shri Bhagavadana Shri Jiva Gopal Bhadar Sarvaganath Sat Goswami Prabhu Ki Jai Rupandoga Guru Bharga Ki Jai Sarvakanda Ramananda Gaura Parsada Ki Jai Namacharya Srila Radha Thakur Ki Jai Prem Singh Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasari Shri Gaura Bhaktivinoda Ki Jai Antarvik Maya Kausan Nandadvik Gauravandvik Madhyadvik Gaudvik Kritudvik Janadvik Gaudvik Gaudvik Atmahanagavik Dham Ki Jai Bhagavan, Bandhirvan, Devan, Lohavan, Mahavan, Madhuvan, Kalvan, Tamurvan, Bahulavan, Vrindavan Hariyavan, Kamyavan, Rajanandal Ki Jai Shri Radha Krishna Gopa Gopi Gopadan Vadaswaramardika Shri Prajanandal Ki Jai Shri Radhakrun Shyamakun Ganga Jamuna Devi Bhakti Devi Tulsi Devi Maharani Ki Jai Srimati Konavasi Devi Maharani Ki Jai Srimati Vrinda Devi Maharani Ki Jai Gauteshwar Mahadev Ki Jai Jai Jagannath Baladev Subhadra Sudarshan Chakra Ki Jai Chakramanandal Ki Jai Saravakinda Vanasatara Shina Shinadev Bhagavan Ki Jai Bhakta Prabhat Shri Prabhat Maharaj Ki Jai Sharidan Ki Jai Jai Sankadai Ki Jai Shari Chari Ki Jai Akala Mataraj Shri Chaitanya Mat Ki Jai Shri Keshav Ji Gauri Mat Ki Jai Rangaraj Shriman Bhagavatam Ki Jai Harinam Sankirtan Ki Jai Ananta Gaur Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Jai Shamata Gaur Vrinda Ki Jai Gaur Vrindanand Hari Hari Gaur.
Where? I kept mic also. Little bit down, out. Here.
Well, so people can walk past also. So I can see Jagannath. Big seat. Okay, not. Sit up with you also. What time do you finish? Where's some?
2 to 5 to 10. By the time he opens the after the can continue.
We have
No.
number.
Aarti.
Okay. Kirtan. Om Agnati Mirandasya Gyanam Jala Shalakaya Chakshur Unmilitam Jena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha
Gurave Gaura Chandraya Radhikaya Dhrave Krishna Bhaktaya Harabhaktaya Namo Namaha Shri Chaitanya Mahavishtam Shtavitam Shri Bhutale Swayam Ruparaya Dadati Shvaratikam Priya Swarupe, Daya Swarupe, Prema Swarupe, Sahaja Rupe, Nija Rupe, Dhamma Rupe, Swarupa Swarupe, Anapita Chiram, Karunavara Dinokalo, Samadhaya, Anatadujvara Samsva Vishuyam, Hari Purata Sundarati Katama Satipita, Sadakadare Kadare Sadakadava Sachinandanaha, Yam Pravajantamate Yamapeti Krityam, Vaivayavraha Kaprachuvava, Putreti Kammayata Yorthanavogritam, Samsarvukam Vijaymunmanatoshmi, Bhaktya Vinina Aparadakshari, Chitrasya Dharmani Karangamani, Kripanayakam Sharanam Prapana, Prindre Namaste Chandranikam, Bhajami Radham Aravinda Netram, Smarani Radham Madhurashritasya, Vadami Radham Kanudam Vadam, Sarvamanasi Gatinati, Tavayavasmi, Najivam Kavimam, First of all, offering millions and millions of Tatva pranams to Lord Sripad, my most beloved Gurudev. Nitya Lila Pravishta Om Astok Prasdarshi Shima Srila Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj. I'm offering the same prayer millions and millions of times unto Lord Sripad, our beloved. Nitya Lila Pravishta Om Astok Prasdarshi Shima Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. And all our Guru Vanuga, Guru Varga, and all the Vaishnava and Vaishnava of the Lord, my unrecognized to all of you. Manchakapa, Virudhischa, Vikas Indrivicha, Patitanam Bhavnivyo, Vaishnavivyo. So, very happy that you've all come today. It's a long journey, I think, to come out here. Very rough, bumpy road. Maybe one day it will be easier for you to come to hear some Harikatha and some Kirtan and have darshan of Radha Govinda. This is very beautiful. So next week, or yes, this week in fact, is Shiv Ratri on Thursday, the 27th, right? 27th of February. I think general people will be celebrating on the 26th, but we will celebrate on the 27th. So yesterday, there was some nice devotees asking me some questions about Shivji, but they're not here today. But I would like to discuss this Tatva, because to prepare ourselves to honor this personality properly, and not just see it as a name on the calendar, but to offer proper regard and respect to Gopeshwar Mahadev. So I collected over the years different teachings from my Gurudev about Shivji. In principle, you can interrupt me and ask me a question if there's something not clear. I'm not just going to speak here and have no reciprocation, understand? If you have a question while I'm speaking, please express it. So there are 4 manifestations of Shivji that we should understand. The first, coming from the right hand side of Brajendrananda Shamsundar, is Gopeshwar Mahadev. From his left side comes Srimati Radharani, Swarup Shakti. So from his right side is coming Gopeshwar Mahadev. The people I was speaking with last night had the idea that Baladev was coming from Krishna's right-hand side. How could that be? Think about it, that if Baladev was present with Radha and Krishna, that would be Rasavas, correct? You understand? Someone listening to what I'm saying? You understand? When Baladev, he walks on Govardhan Hill, he leaves behind him a white crystal shining stone. And if Radhika, only Radhika will see that. And she will immediately go the other way. Because he's the elder brother. and the elder brother and the younger brother's consort is not compatible. Understand? This is Raspa. And Radhika, she leaves a golden indication of where she has gone. And if Baladev sees that, he will go the other way. Or, yes, Radhika will go the other way if she sees Baladev's trail. And Radhika will go away if she sees Baladev's trail. So like that. Understand? Yeah? So, we don't ever have Nityananda and Mahaprabhu and Radha and Krishna together. Right? We have Mahaprabhu with Radha and Krishna. So with Baladev, that would be Rasa and Bas. So how could Baladev manifest from the right-hand side of Krishna? No, he doesn't. Gopeshwar manifests in Vamsivat. If you go to Vamsivat today, you will see just a little distance is Gopeshwar Mahadev from Vamsivat. Because Krishna wanted to perform his Ras Leela pastimes. So in order to perform his Ras Leela, Gopeshwar Mahadev, as the Ketrapal, had to manifest to protect that Rasastali. Otherwise, because there are so many entities in the higher worlds also, that Krishna wanted to guard that sacred place of that Rasastali. So the first manifestation, my Gurudev has described, is Gopeshwar Mahadev, coming from Krishna's right-hand side. And from his left comes Srimati Radhika. So this is the first understanding of who is Gopeshwar Mahadev, or who is Shivji. So from this original Swayam Shiv comes Sada Shiv in the spiritual world, with that eternal Kailash and that eternal form of his Shakti, Parvati, is there. Okay? I'm going to test you afterwards and see if you remember what I'm saying. I don't just want to speak and have nothing registered. So, Sadashiva is the second. And then from Sadashiva manifests Shambhu. So this Sadashiva is Vishnu Tatva. Now we have to understand this closely, because this is the big distinction in our Sangha and many other Sanghas. They don't acknowledge Shivji as Vishnu Tattva. Therefore, they don't perform any sort of fast on Shivratri. The reason why I'm speaking today is to make sure you all understand that you honor on the 27th Shivji as Vishnu Tattva, and you take no grains on that day, like Ekadashi. Exactly as we would observe for Sachinanda Gaurahari, for Krishna, like that. For all Advaita Acharya, Baladev, Nityananda, all Vishnu Tattva, we fast from grains on that day, 27th. Understand how he is Vishnu Tattva. Krishna is the Aksi. From him are manifesting all the entities through Swarup Shakti. You have to get this very clear. Swarup Shakti is manifesting all creation, not Krishna. Krishna manifests Swarup Shakti. And from Swarup, we were discussing last night, it's like each of us individually have our energy. We have ourselves and we have our energetic selves. Krishna has his energetic self in the form of Swarup Shakti, Sri Radha. And it's Sri Radha or Swarup Shakti that is manifesting all the worlds. Krishna ultimately does nothing. But Krishna is completely independent. Swatantrata, and he has complete freedom, Swaichamayata. These are the two qualities that Krishna has. Only. He has these two qualities. Otherwise, he's like Nirvishesh Brahma. How many times did my Gurudev say, Krishna is doing nothing without Radhika, without his energy. So this is, Krishna is like that. It's like the fire. The fire is generating the energy of heat. Right? And the heat is dependent on the fire. But is the fire dependent on the heat? Huh? No. Isn't it? The fire doesn't depend on the heat, whether the heat is there or not. The fire cannot exist without the heat. But the fire is not dependent on the heat. But the heat is dependent on the fire. So Shakti is dependent on Krishna. So from Shakti Tatva are manifesting the initial samsas, or the initial avatars, coming directly from Swarup Shakti, from Chit Shakti. Directly. There's nothing in between. Coming directly from the energy of the Lord. All the avatars, Matsya, Kurma, Varaha, Nrsimha, Vamanadev, Kalki, all. Swamsa. And then from the Swamsa are manifesting the Vidinasa. The separated. Vidin means separated. Right? I want you to understand this a little bit. It's like if you have a compass and you put the point of the compass into the paper. If you put the point of the compass into a piece of paper and draw a circle, that first circle represents the Swamsa, coming directly from Krishna. There's nothing in between. But how many times have you read, we are separated parts, we are Vivinamsa? Maybe you already know this philosophy, I'm just saying it anyway. So we are Vivinamsa, that's the second wave of living entities, right? First is Swam. What does Swam mean? Swam means own, right? Like Swarup, Swatantra, Swabhava, Swakiya, it means own. So Swamsa means own, Aksa. They're coming from Krishna, the original. And Shivji is Swamsa. He is coming directly from Krishna. But it's confusing for us, because he doesn't take the mantle of Godhead as do all the other avatars. All the other avatars in Vaikuntha, the Sripad, Kurma, Matsya, they all have their own planets. And they are sitting in their own Godhead in Vaikuntha. But Shivji, he has the mood that he is a servant of Krishna, or a servant of Ram, or a servant of Sankirtan, right? He has that mood, even though he is himself fully Swamsa. Is it really simple what I'm saying? It sounds simple to be said, but I hope you got that, because then you will honor Shivratri properly and honor Shivji as Swamsa. Vaishnava Yata Shambhu. He's the greatest Vaishnava. Shivji. He's always serving. So, from Sadashiva is manifesting the third form of Shivji. When Mahavishnu, Karandarshay Vishnu, he glances towards Mayadevi, Ramadevi, who is the consort of Mahadev, of Mahavishnu, she manifests a glance, a light, a jyoti, in service to her husband, Mahavishnu.
in service to her beloved. And it's Shambhu who's going to carry that light that has come actually from Ramadevi into this material world. Right? This is Shambhu. This is the third aspect of Shivji. Very simple. We have Gopeshwara, Sadashiva, and Shambhu. So Shambhu, Tatva, is very extensive. Shambhu is the Guna avatar. It's not Rudradev, it's Shambhu who is the Guna avatar. Rudradev is the fourth manifestation. And he performs so many leelas in this material world. So understand the whole line. Gopeshwara, Sadashiva, Shambhu, and Rudradev. So Shambhu, he's that personality who carries the glass and impregnates his wife, Parvati, material energy, with the seed we said the other day. The seed contains, you said the other day?
Living entities.
Huh?
Living entities.
I didn't hear you.
Living entities.
The living entity and
Gunas.
Kala.
All.
Not gunas, no, Kala. Time. Time and the jiva. Because it's time that agitates the gunas. When time enters into that womb, it's called Adhara Shakti. It enters that womb. And then time agitates the three modes of material nature to act on living entities. So this is Shambhu. And when we see the phallic symbol, this is actually the representation of Shambhu coming into manifesting this whole cosmic creation. It comes through Shambhu. Similarly, Shambhu also, he represents the false ego. When the jivas want to enjoy matter, it's Shambhu who facilitates that body to come into this world. Initially, we don't even have a body because we don't have those material desires. But as soon as we have those material desires, then we have to have a body to fulfill them, a material body to fulfill them. If we don't have a material body, we can't fulfill our material desires. Right? Initially, in the Brahmajyoti, we're just like a spark. We don't have any false ego. We're just a living entity within the Brahmajyoti. And then, because of our desire to enjoy matter, we've got to have a body to enjoy it. And it's Shambhu who gives us that body. It's like a child crying to his father, "Oh, give me a knife, give me a knife." The father knows the knife can cut and hurt, but still the father is very indulgent, and he gives the child the knife. And if the child's smart, he'll use it in the right way. If he's not smart, he'll cut himself. So we have to be very smart when we come into this material world. And it's with the false ego. The pure ego is Jiva Sura Boy Krishna and Nityadas. That's the nature of the false ego. Its eternal identity is to serve and please the Supreme Personality of Godhead. But because of our lacking in knowledge, we have decided to try to enjoy matter. That is our illusion. We were speaking about Jiva Thakur yesterday. So this is a very big topic. Actually, it's lengthy. But Shivji is the one who facilitates that in the form of the false ego. He gives the impression that this material, temporary body is in fact me. But we know that's not true, because we know it'll perish, it'll die. So the eternal soul, we want to connect with that aspect of ourselves, and then we will be forever joyful, completely blissful.
So Vasudev, Shankarshani, Pradyumna, they are the presiding deities for Chitman, Bhakti, and Ankara.
Yeah.
So Aniruddha is also responsible for Paul's ego and Shambhu.
Ahankar also, yes.
Is there any correlation?
Yes, Ahankar is manifested simultaneously by Anirudh. That's more in the mind. Anirudh will manifest the mental conception, but it's Shivji who manifests the actual bodily conception. It's like there are two conceptions. There's our mental appreciation and there's our bodily. It's on two levels. So Aniruddha will facilitate the mental, and Shambhu will facilitate the material. When we understand this Tatva even a little bit, it will mean that on Thursday we will honor this day more reverentially. This is the only reason why I'm speaking, so that we are on this topic. Otherwise we'll talk about Radha and Krishna and Vrindavan and pastimes like that. But it is a very... I won't be having an opportunity to speak myself on that day also. I'll be in Udupi. And you may not also hear, but this is preparation for this day. So, and Shambhu, as I said before, he is the Guna avatar, not Rudra. So we know how Rudra manifests when Lord Brahma, in the 12th chapter of the 3rd canto, is creating the worlds. Then his sons, the Chatusman, they refuse to procreate, and Lord Brahma tries to repress his anger, but it comes out from between his eyes like a little blue ball, a little blue baby, crying. Oh, Father, where should I go? What is my area of control? Who are my wives? What is my duty? This is Rudradev. And then we know the pastime, Lord Brahma, he says, you create. And then Rudradev, he creates lots of people like him, really angry. And then Lord Brahma comes and says, no, you stop creating. You just go to the forest and meditate. Because he starts creating goblins, hobgoblins, or strange entities like himself, born from the energy of anger, because this was repressed by Lord Brahma. So it came out, and it's described, there are 12 descriptions of how Rudra manifests in the world, like in a stormy night, when it's very huge waves and thunder and lightning. This is like a manifestation of the Rudra quality. Also is described when you have heat stroke in the sun. That's also a quality of the Rudra manifestation. So all of those is there. There's 12 different descriptions of that. It's very beautiful. In the 3rd canto, you can look yourself. So, Shivji is Swamsa. We already established that. He's coming directly from Krishna, but he has the impression that he's a servant. So, his Swamsa Bhav is Abbas. How do you translate the word Abbas into your language? Abbas. Abbas, yes.
Like that.
Semblance.
Similar like that.
Yes.
Semblance.
Semblance is a good word. Semblance. So Shivji is Swamsa Bhav Abbas. If you understand this one word, you have the whole key to unlocking Shiv Tatva. Really. Just this one appreciation. Understanding that he is of an avatar quality coming straight from Swamsa, yet he associates with the jivas to such a degree where he is the one responsible through Govindadev's kripa. It's Govindadev who is acting through Shivji, Shambhu, to manifest the worlds. Of course, everything is coming from Govindadev through Swarup Shakti. You've got to understand this point really clearly too. If you do study Jagdharma one day, in chapter 14, it's Shakti Tatva. It's the most beautiful Tatva, because we have to, if we want to appreciate Sri Radha, we have to appreciate the Tattvic aspect of that. So Sri Radha is the Shakti Tatva. So Shivji is, or Shambhu, he's Swamsa, Bhav, Abbas. Just like, for example, in the Ram Leela, when Ramchandra, he manifests a Shiv Lingam, and the demigods are saying, oh, Ram is worshipping Lord Shivji. And the monkeys are thinking, oh, Ram is also worshipping Shivji. But then that lingam bursts apart and says, no, I am worshipping Lord Ram. Shivji himself. Who does Shivji come as?
Vishwanath Chakravarti, there is a sport link. Vishwanath, Madhu Kadambani also same thing happened.
Yes.
Linga has become Vishwanath.
Blown up. Yes. And Shivji Sankar, he manifests himself saying, no, my Ishtadev is Lord Ram. This is who Rameshwar, yes. I am worshipping Lord Ram. So he's not sitting in his Godhead, but he is of the same quality as the avatars, because he's Swamsa, not Vibhinamsa. There's only three. There's Anksi, Krishna, Swamsa, and Vibhinamsa. There's only these three. And he comes in the category of Swamsa, which is, he's the only one, which sometimes people have some difficulty trying to appreciate Shiv Tatva because they think it's a little bit twisty. But not once you get that one single expression, Swamsa Ba Abbas, then this is Shivji. So then we come, that Shivji, that Shambhu, he has 5 transcendental qualities. He is always in his Swarup. He's always in his Swarup. This is Shambhu. He's always in his Swarup. There is no vikar. Nothing is affecting him. He is omniscient, all-knowing. So it would appear that he's like God, you see, because he has these qualities. Everyone, because so many Shiv Bhaktas, they worship him as Bhagavan. You have that Shiv Purana, right? And it worships him as Bhagavan. And he is Bhagavan. But Bhagavan Abbas. Huh?
Like God.
Yes, like the milk has been turned into curd. The curd is different from the milk. The milk is Krishna. Yes. This verse. Yes, very nice one. So this is the understanding we should have. Krishna is like the milk transformed into the curd, but the curd can't transform itself back into milk. So the milk is the original. So this is, and then his other qualities, his beauty is ever increasing. Shambhu's beauty is ever increasing. His body is Sat Chit Anand.
Satyam Shivam Sundaram.
Yes, these qualities, they should confirm in the intelligent devotee, this is non-different to Bhagavan, and honor him on his Shivratri as Bhagavan. Not as Bhagavan, but as the servant of Bhagavan. And then finally, he has all yogic siddhis. Shivji has all yogic siddhis. And the whole Mahatattva develops due to Shambhu impregnating that Mahatattva. So see how powerful is Shivji. In so many pastimes he's so powerful also. Like in Ramlila, he comes as Hanuman. And he shows so much potency as Hanuman, as Ram's greatest servant. Even though he has powers like God. So this is why it gets bewildering, because some Shiv bhaktas consider that he is God, just like we are God. Achintya Veda Aveda Tatva, we have that Godhead within us, but we're tiny, tiny particles. Anuchit, Krishna is Vibhuchit. So we should appreciate like this. So,
Maharaj, you said he's always in his
he's always what?
He's always in his
In his Swarup, yes.
What is his Swarup?
That is Swarup is Gopish Maharaj. Ultimately, it's Gopish Maharaj, who is serving directly in the Rasa study. You remember we can say like original. Time is hard to conceive in the spiritual world, but my Gurudev, he tells that pastime many times how Shivji or Gopeshwar, he wanted to enter the Rasa Leela, and he begged Purnamasi Devi, you give me a female body. So she said, you dip yourself in Kusum Suraya. Brahmakund, yes. And he got female body. And then he comes to the Rasa Leela, and then Krishna's dancing, and he feels very restless. Something's wrong. Something is not right. And then the gopis, millions of gopis, they begin searching. They find this. Who is this girl? Who's your mother? Who's your father? Slap. And they're slapping her cheek so hard it's swell. And she is crying. Oh, Purnamasi put me here. I don't know what this is. And then Purnamasi comes, leave him alone. He's my saver. Leave him alone. And then Krishna benedicts him at that time. You will be the Ketrapa. You will be the gatekeeper of the Rasa study. That's why he manifests Gopeshwar first from his form as Krishna. So that is that. But in this world, as Rudradev, he has so many pastimes, particularly like churning of the milk. You know, he out of his compassion, he is so compassionate. That's the quality of Godhead that we perceive in him because of his immense compassion, the Karuna Shakti of the Jivas. Krishna only comes to this material world through his emissaries to utilize this Karuna Shakti. In the spiritual world, he has no need for that compassion Shakti. Everyone is very fully satisfied. Where can he be compassionate? In Vaikuntha or in Goloka Vrindavan? Everyone is satisfied, but here, everyone is crying, help me. So he can come, and this Karuna Shakti will flood the world. And it comes in the heart of Sankarji, Shivji, especially like when the devas and the demons, they churn the ocean of milk, and then the poison, what's that called? Halaha, poison comes. And Shivji, out of his compassion, he drinks that poison and keeps it in his throat because Krishna is sitting in his heart, so he doesn't take it right in. So we remember all these pastimes on Thursday, on Shivratri, and then our day will be so successful. So there are so many pastimes of Shivji, particularly I remember the pastime of Banasura. Banasura is the great grandson of Prahlad Maharaj. Prahlad Maharaj's son is Virochana, and his son is Bali, and his son is Mahabali, and Mahabali is another name of Banasura. So Banasura worshipped Shivji, and he got 1,000 arms benediction to play tabla, for Shivji's dancing. And then he has a daughter called Usha, and his place is Shantipur. And Usha is just a young girl, and she has not yet. And then she has a friend, Chitralekha, and one night she has a dream about this boy, and she falls in love with him completely in her dream. And then in the morning, she's sharing it with her girlfriend, Chitralekha. So Chitralekha is an artist. So she's drawing all the different personalities, all the princes and the kings around her. She knows, drawing all. And Usha is looking. And then finally she draws the grandson of Krishna. Krishna's son is Pradumna. his son is Aniruddha. And she draws him, and immediately Usha's heart stops. And Chitralekha realizes, oh, this is the boy who came in your dream. And then Chitralekha, she knows how to go through the airways. And she comes to the palace in Dwarka through the airways. And she takes Aniruddha and takes him into Shantipur, into her very chamber. And they develop a relationship. Usha is not married, she's a young girl. But her heart is completely lost to Aniruddha is a warrior. He's the son of Praduna, who's like Cupid, so beautiful. So she's totally in love with Aniruddha. And then her father is guarding her palace very, very carefully. There are 100 eunuchs, very strong, guarding the palace. No man can even smell to come in. Not even by a smell can a man come in. And then the eunuchs realize to their horror, after some time, that actually Usha has become pregnant. Oh my God, she's conceived. How can this be? So the guards become very afraid because they think Banasura will cut their throat if he finds us. So they run to Banasura straight away and they tell Banasura the situation. Banasura becomes so angry and he comes into the palace with all his arms. And he comes into the chambers of Usha and he sees her sitting on the lap of Aniruddha. And Aniruddha is very calm. He's not disturbed when he sees the father come. And Banasura becomes so angry and a huge battle ensues. And Aniruddha gives a very good fight for Banasura. But Banasura has to use his Naga Pashu, this rope. Not Pashu, this rope to bind him. Yes, binds him up and puts him in a cell. And immediately, Narad Rishi, he's always talking, he runs straight to Dwarka, whispering Krishna's ear, oh, your darling grandson. And he's been captured by Banasura. He's put him in a dungeon. You should go with your armies and quickly get him out. So Krishna, he knows, of course, the Lila, which is happening. So he brings huge army with Baladev, and they come to Shantipur. And Banasura, he comes out with his 1,000 arms, 500 bows, dhanus, firing arrows at Krishna. Huge, huge battle. Kartikeya is there representing Shivji, because Shivji is on the side of Banasura, because Banasura has given his heart to Shivji. This is Rudradev we're talking about. So then there's a huge battle, and so many are destroyed, and finally Krishna, or Shivji, all right, first, yes, he had his 1,000 arms, and Krishna, he chops all the arms, except for 4. He leaves him with 4 arms, and he chops all the arms off. And then he's becoming like defeated. So then Shivji, he manifests his Shiva Jwara weapon, his heat weapon. It's like a personality with 3 legs, 3 eyes, 3 arms, very full of heat. Every step he takes, he's insistent. Because this Shambhu, he's responsible for destroying the world. It's Shambhu who is responsible for the devastation. So Shambhu is responsible for the devastation as well as the creation. This is Shambhu. Have the distinction clear. And then we'll appreciate more Shivji in his completeness. So Shiva Jwara, this heat weapon, which can incinerate the whole world at the time of annihilation, manifests and comes walking towards Krishna. So then Krishna, he manifests his cold weapon. What's that called? That Narayan Jwara, yes, this cold weapon, yes. Narayan Jwara? Narayan Jwara. Yes, this weapon. And cold will actually always defeat heat in the end. And after some time, this Shiva Jwara, he starts to shiver and become cold, and then he surrenders himself to Lord Narayan. That weapon himself, that personality, surrenders himself to Lord Narayan. And then Lord Narayan, and then Prahlad Maharaj, he also comes and says, please spare my great grandson, because Prahlad Maharaj has benediction of 21 generations will be spared from pain of death like this. So Prahlad comes and Krishna, he hears, and then he stops the battle. And Balasura, he comes and he begs forgiveness, and Krishna, and he brings Aniruddha out. And then he brings Usha also, and a beautiful marriage ceremony is arranged. But this is an example of when Shivji battles Krishna directly. And it happens again in another pastime. The pastime of Pundrik in Kashi, when he comes to Dwarka, and he's put 2 extra arms on his body, fiberglass. Artificial fiberglass, yes. And he comes to the gates, and he said, tell Krishna to give me his Sudarshan chakra. It actually belongs to me. Yes, it is mine, not his. He should give it back.
I am king. Where you are coming?
Yes, you should go to Vrindavan and tend cows. You should give me your Sudarshan chakra like this. And then this message comes into the shower, the assembly house. What's the assembly house called? Huh?
Sudharma Sabha.
Sudharma. Yeah, this assembly house. And then everyone in the assembly house laughs and laughs and laughs. Who is this person? Pundrik or Pundraka?
Pondrak Krishna.
Pondrik. So Pondrik, he goes back to Kashi, and then Krishna, he brings his whole army to Kashi, and they attack Kashi. And the king of Kashi and Pondrik, Kashi is not, Pondrik is not from Kashi, he's from another province, but he's taking shelter of the king of Kashi. And then there's a huge battle, and Krishna chops the head off the king of Kashi and throws it back into the city. And they all think, oh, this must be the head of Krishna. But then they see, oh, it's the head of the king of Kashi. And his son, Sudarshan is the name of his son. He sees this, and he performs a yajna to incinerate Dwarka. And he manifests a huge demon. This Dakshina demon is manifested from the yajna stali and comes towards Dwarka. After Krishna has defeated and gone back to Dwarka, then this demon is invoked from the son of the king of Kashi, Dakshina. And this, it's king, I've forgotten the name. Yeah, Dakshina is the son of the king of Kashi. Then he comes to Dwarka, and like a fiery planet to incinerate. But straight away, Sudarshan chakra is invoked and comes and incinerates this fiery demon. But that fiery demon, it goes back to Kashi first. It chases that demon. And that fiery demon incinerates the city of Kashi and incinerates the sun also who invoked it. And then Sudarshan chakra comes into the city and destroys everything. At that time, Shivji is residing in Kashi. Vaninath, what's his name? Vimanath. Vishwanath, yes. And he runs to, first of all, Bhubaneswar, then he runs to Navadvip town. Harihara Ketra, comes to Harihara Ketra. And then he's chanting the name Gauranga, and Gauranga manifests and says, you and I are the same. You and I are both the same. So we have Harihara Ketra. This is also Shivji. And this deity is very, very beautiful to remember on this thing. Half Shivji and half Krishna. Half black, half white. In Navadvipa. So many pastimes of Shivji. Shivji is manifested. He's the Ishtadeva of Kamsa also. And there's Rangeshwar, Bhuteshwar, Pipaleshwar, Kameshwar, Aishishwar. So many different wonderful Shivjis there. And Ravan, he was also worshipping Shivji. And Rikasura and Jayadratha, the husband of the sister of Duryodhana. Dushala, yes. And then, yes. So these are just a few reminders, and there is so much more for you to also. I think you already know all these things that I said, but it's good to be refreshed, to bring them into the cup. Particularly the key. What is the key? Swamsa Bhav Abbas. That is the key to understanding the identity of Shivji. Right? Then we know confusion. We know he's the Supreme Personality of Godhead with that quality, but he's not enacting like that. He's enacting as the greatest servant of the Supreme. The greatest servant of the Vaishnavas. Vaishnava Yatha Shambhu. He's the greatest servant of the Vaishnavas. Actually, he makes so many devotees that even I know. He made me a devotee. And many devotees that I am in contact with, they also say, oh, Shivji influenced me to come to this path. Many people. Shivji is so merciful, he's so compassionate. So we must remember some of these truths on Thursday. And we can read further. So many pastimes. I think if we open the door and you all speak about Shiv Tatva, you tell me so many things that I don't even know, so. Vishwabahadev ki jai, Sadashiva ki jai, Shambhu ki jai, Rudradev ki jai, Ananta Gaura Vaishnava ki jai, Shri Radha Govinda Ju ki jai, Radha Vinod Bihari Ju ki jai, Gaura Vrinda Devi Harihi Gaura. What do you do now?
You'll tell something about you.
Hare Krishna. So,
It's working.
Hare Krishna. Hare Bol, Sri Radhe. Hare Krishna. So we are very fortunate. His Holiness Srila Bhaktivedanta Srila Tridandi Maharaj is here with us. Although you heard the Ratha, you should have noticed first, but I was inside. So Tridandi Maharaj ji जो है बहुत ही सीनियर वैष्णव है. Tridandi Maharaj ji 1975 इस संस्था से जुड़े, 1979 में ज्वाइन किए. उनका जन्म कनाडा में हुआ और लंदन में वो पूरा जीवन स्कॉल की सेवा किए, अलग-अलग पदों पर, प्रेसिडेंट से लेकर के सारे पदों पर. और उसके बाद गुरुदेव से मिले, गुरुदेव से संन्यास ग्रहण किया. तब तक वो गृहस्थी थे. उनका पुत्र भी है जो he was in Hollywood, Bollywood also. He has done some movies and actor. So Maharaj has served his call for a long time, and finally when Gurudev came to foreign preaching, तब ये गुरुदेव से मिले और उसके बाद उन्होंने गुरुदेव से संन्यास ग्रहण किया. उसके बाद गुरुदेव के साथ भ्रमण करते थे.
Same yatra as Vishnu Taivata Maharaj. We were together in the same yatra.
2005 में महाराज जी का संन्यास हुआ गुरुदेव से. परम विष्णु महाराज जी का जब संन्यास हुआ, तब से गुरुदेव के साथ पूरा भ्रमण किए. और अभी almost 10 years go through, right? 8 years अभी go through में रहते हैं. नवदीप धाम का हमारा महाप्रभु का जन्म स्थान मायापुर, उसकी उस समय स्वानंद भक्ति यहाँ पर है। तो महाराज वहीं पर निवास करते हैं, वहीं पर प्रचार करते हैं। महाराज जी का विशेष है हरि नाम के ऊपर बल। महाराज अलग अलग जगह पर जपा रिट्रीट करते हैं। जपा रिट्रीट में इज नथिंग बट आप 7 दिन तक मोबाइल बंद, ऑफिस बंद, एक स्थान पर महाराज लेके जाते हैं। पूरे वर्ल्ड में महाराज जपा रिट्रीट करते हैं। नाम के प्रति बहुत निष्ठा। महाराज रोज सुबह 2 बजे उठते हैं, 2 बजे से लेकर के 4 बजे तक जब, 5 बजे तक जब, फिर मंगल आरती, उसके बाद फिर जब। So almost I don't want to count महाराज कितना जप करते हैं, बड़ी करीब फुल डे ओनली चैंटिंग। तो महाराज जी को परसों बोल रहा था महाराज प्रचार के लिए हमको कुछ करना पड़ता है, मेहनत करनी पड़ती है, बाहर जाना पड़ता है, हमारे लिए कुछ नहीं करना पड़ता है, यू जस्ट डू चैंटिंग, यू डू योर साधना परफेक्टली। अब साधना करेंगे तो सब कुछ ऑटोमेटिक हो जाएगा, सब कुछ आपके पास खुद आएगा। आपको किसको प्रचार करने की जरूरत नहीं है, खुद ही आपका प्रचार खुद हो जाएगा। मेरे जीवन का अनुभव है, महाराज ऐसा बता रहे थे, ये जीवन का अनुभव है। तो महाराज का विशेष रूप से जैसे मैंने बताया, शास्त्र में तो बहुत प्रवेश है। आप कोई भी तत्व के ऊपर महाराज जी से बात करें, जीव तत्व, माया तत्व, कृष्ण तत्व, शक्ति तत्व, विशेषकर जैव धर्म महाराज ने ट्रांसलेट किया ऑडियो, उसका ट्रांसलेशन, बुक का ट्रांसलेशन, फिर उसका ऑडियो, फिर उसके बाद कई सारी कथाएं थी कई सारी जगहों पर, और अभी उसके 40 वीडियोस बने हैं जो कि बहुत कॉम्प्लेक्स मुझे लगता है। महाराज वर्ड इज सो सिंपल, बट व्हेन आई स्टार्टेड रीडिंग इट फ्यू चैप्टर्स, इट्स सिंपल, बट at that time it was tough, and even still when it comes to questions on Shiv Tatva becomes tough that time to understand. But जिन्होंने बहुत उसका अध्ययन किया है, and for so many years he is preaching not only Shiv Tatva, बाबा तत्व, माधुरी कादम्बरी, वर्ता साधु सिंधु, नाम तत्व, और विशेष रूप से ये जो नाम का जो जपा रिट्रीट होता है, that is very amazing। तो 7 दिन के लिए महाराज इस प्लानिंग भी दिसंबर, जनवरी, फरवरी किसी एक महीने में हम लोग कोई बाहर कोई स्थान लेंगे। महाराज डजंट प्रेफर टू स्टे इन मठ बिकॉज़ मठ का शेड्यूल होता है, मंगल आरती होता है, वहां पे सेवा होती है आउटसाइड समवेयर, बट एक व्यक्ति को एक ही कमरा मिलेगा, नो फैमिली स्टेइंग टुगेदर, नो पीपल स्टेइंग टुगेदर, एंड नो टॉकिंग, नो मोबाइल। उसमें आपको जप की सही अनुभूति होगी, सुबह से शाम तक जप होगा, कथा होगा, आरती भी होगा, प्रसाद भी होगा। तो ऐसा नहीं कि दिन भर जप करते और मार देंगे।
15 years ago, no one had a mobile.
No one had a mobile.
We think now putting mobile away for 1 week.
Big issue. So we will try to plan something. I just telling you that is very nice. मैंने जिनका भी अनुभव सुना है, लोग बहुत साल से बोल रहे हैं we should do it. We will try to plan। आप लोग कुछ बता रहे हैं, बहुत अनुभव है। सुबह 4 बजे से लेकर नाम होगा, मंगल आरती तक, उसके बाद आरती, उसके बाद प्रसाद कथा, फिर से जब, और कोई इससे बात नहीं करना, बोल रहा 7 दिन के लिए। तो एक अलग अनुभूति है, नाम की रियलाइजेशन क्या होती है, वी कैन दैट टाइम अंडरस्टैंड। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद महाराज जी का यहाँ आने के लिए। हम 3 महाराज to come again, give us more association, longer association. This time Maharaj has to go to Udupi and then he has to go to Guru Purnima again. So thank you very much Maharaj.